Okie dokie. I don't know how to start this video. Whatever. Okay. Hello. The reason I'm wearing this thing right now, it's essentially a steampunk corset, is because I'm going to a steampunk Alice in Wonderland themed wedding actually in a couple days. So I'm trying to wear this to get more comfortable in it. For the wedding, I actually made a hat because there was required that you had to bring a hat, like a steampunk themed hat. And I don't have a ton of money, so I just made one because it ended up being cheaper to just make the thing from scratch than to buy a steampunk hat. This is my hat. Her name is Dorothy. If you like her. It's literally just made of cardboard. It's kind of Mad Hatter inspired, as per the 10/6. My friend saw my hat and saw how dope it turned out, if I do say so myself, and had me make her a hat. Hers, however, doesn't really fit me. I have a little bit bigger of a head than she does, so this one doesn't fit. But still a pretty cool hat nonetheless. Yeah. Anyway, on to the real reason I'm making this video. So, in case y'all don't know, I am a very avid Snapchat user. I love Snapchat. I use it almost every day to communicate with my close friends. To be perfectly honest, the majority of the reason that I look at people's stories is so that I don't have all of the stories listed and just the organized Snapchat stories that Snapchat puts up, you know, that list. And every time after I do that, Daily Mail is usually the first Snapchat sponsored story that's on that list. But there's always things on that list that are incredibly obnoxious, let's say. I think it was Khloe Kardashian's birthday recently, and it was mine too, the 25th of June. Happy birthday to me! I'm 20 years old, all fingers and toes. So it was Khloe Kardashian's birthday party this past weekend, and of course all of her siblings attended. Daily Mail's, for, like, you know how they have to have a picture for the story icon? Theirs is a picture of Kylie Jenner getting out of her car, holding her hand over her nether regions so that she didn't expose herself. The headline reads, Kylie's flash at Khloe's birthday. So I looked at it and was kind of concerned. So I opened it, and I kind of regret having opened it. So for the Snapchat stories, for each of the articles on that story, there's usually a little clip of images or videos on the main image, and then you swipe up to read the article. And on that part of the Snapchat story, there's pictures of Kylie Jenner trying to cover herself because she was wearing quite a short dress while getting out of her car. And there's all these flashes taking pictures of her as she's getting out of her car. And now I can only imagine that what these paparazzi people were looking for was a shot of her nether regions, because that is something that people would be interested in knowing about, because for some reason we are so focused on the mistakes that people make and the things that people find embarrassing, and unfortunately also very focused on the sexualization of women specifically. And so that's something that paparazzi knew they could sell and make money off of. And it says, Kylie's looking flash. Kylie Jenner shows off a little too much flesh on a night out as she celebrates Khloe's birthday. And then the article goes on to talk more about literally just her getting to the birthday with her friend and a couple other people that went to the party. The headlining photo is the one where you can see the most. When I saw this image, I was incredibly concerned because she's actually my age. Her and I are the same age. We're both 20, at least I'm pretty sure. And the fact that this news station, I guess you could call it, is so focused on very intimate aspects of her and making that something newsworthy and making that something someone would focus on is frankly disgusting. And I just kind of wanted to make this video to bring attention to the fact that women don't deserve, well, anyone really, not just women, anyone does not deserve to be looked at in that way. I've seen so many headlines of celebrities being like, oh, this person exposed themselves in the private of their own home, but thanks to paparazzi, we can see what they look like. And that, to me, is just, it's the biggest invasion of privacy, and it's absolutely disgusting. And I hope that someday, I'm sure not that soon, we can, as a society, not be so focused on these parts of people and be more focused on who they are as people and their entrepreneurship and their achievements rather than a part of their body. So I know this was kind of a different video than you're used to me making, but this was just something that really upset me and a video I felt need to be made. Sorry if this isn't something that you care about or something that you want to see or talk about, but I just felt the need to make something like this because this was really disconcerting to me, and I feel like I can't really do much about it, and this is me trying to do something about it. I know that it's not really going to make a big difference, and I know that it's not really going to result in anything, but at least we can start a dialogue, hopefully down in the comments, about how this is inappropriate and what we can do as individuals to lessen it or make this not something that as many people are drawn to exposing and looking at, and something that people can't make a profit off of, because I guarantee you whoever sold that picture made a good amount of money for it.